guys, good morning. So, tired as fuck. So how many of you are having trouble sleeping? There's a lot going on, energetically, for lack of a better word. You know, when you hit rock bottom, there's only two places to go, and that is either up or out. And I find that reaching rock bottom, in many ways, is an experience that catalyzes us to inevitably come back up again. You see, the point here is that we're very used to, like in my last video, we're habituated to feeling powerless, unworthy, and with our backs against the wall, which makes us feel very afraid or very angry and rage, both. It makes us feel lots of things. It's a state of being we are habituated to. And it's all based on a lie. You see, love has not really been a part of our life. It's been us just living on our knees, trying to survive, keeping our head above water. I know there's a lot of people that are in denial about that. They think that, or they still do, they still think life is just so wonderful. They haven't really had experiences that have shown them the truth. You see, the lack of impetus. For people that have had a really tough life, they and are awake or awakening, whatever, you know, the impetus has always been there. It's showing you that something is horribly wrong. Like when you grow up in an abusive environment as a child, you have narcissistic parents, etc. That is a massive impetus in and of itself, because it shows you the psychology, and you can do a lot with that. We can do a lot with all the things that we have been through. We can use all of that, all of those experiences, all of that trauma can be turned into raw fuel, you know? Rather than sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves, which we all do, and that is part of the process, but not to linger with that, but to realize that everything we have been through can be utilized wisely and with compassion. When we learn to love ourselves, to accept ourselves with compassion, to become a witness to ourselves, our thoughts, our feelings, all the weird, sketchy innuendos going on in the theatre of our head that causes these cascades of unpleasant emotions, which is trauma, which is PTSD. To not go into it and believe it to be true, to not believe all the lies that you're powerful, you're powerless and you're fucked up and you're not good and you're never going to be alright and the dark side will win and there's nothing you can do. That's all programming. Why do you think they have to lay it on so hard? Why do you think that the control now is so overt rather than covert? Think about that. They are afraid of us because they know damn well that we are ticking time bombs. All of us are. And I don't mean this, for us anyway, in a destructive way. I mean that in the sense that when we learn to accept ourselves unconditionally and with great compassion, to really learn to mother ourselves, support ourselves, accept ourselves. That's when we heal. And the more we heal, the more we see. Well, this bloody computer. The more we see, the more we know. The more we know, the more powerful we become. When, 20 years ago, control was still quite covert and everybody thought life was just dandy, Well, apart from David Icke. But it's when 9/11 happened and the resulting noose being tightened that masses of salt people were really beginning to wake up and think, hold on a fucking minute, what's going on here? We went from an airport lobby to a broom cupboard in terms of liberties and freedoms and self-expression, And that is an impetus. That is an impetus, you see. Fragmented, fucked up people don't pose a threat to the dark side. But people that take back their power, their autonomy, their sovereignty, their free will, through the process of gnosis and healing and becoming whole again and stepping into their power, are people that will change this shit around. We know the enemy. We know the enemy within us as it manifests within us. That is the first line of battle. The battle that we wage within us, which isn't a battle of against. It is a battle of understanding that we've been taught to be against ourselves, to judge ourselves. And that is what we can heal. We can say, hold on a minute, I'm really traumatized, so I'm having these thoughts and I'm having these feelings, but it's okay. Oh, I have this bad habit, or I have that, or I keep doing that again and I can't seem to get the better of myself, and this is happening and that's happening, and oh my God. And you feel trapped and you feel lost and you feel powerless. I say own that shit. Own it. Own all of it. Because the minute you stop beating yourself up, you'll be able to stop doing the things that you don't really want to do, but that you keep doing anyway. See, we're used to beating ourselves up because our parents used to do that. Society does that to its children. Conditioned to. You're getting it wrong. So then what happens? You keep getting it wrong and it reinforces that and it gets bigger and badder. The prisons are full because of that. It doesn't help people, it doesn't heal people, it doesn't transform. It reinforces the darkness, and that is what it's all about. The minute you know that, you realize that you have to change your inner landscape from one of judgment, self-chastisement, to self-compassion, self-gnosis, self-acceptance, because that facilitates healing. And that is a long journey in and of itself, taking years, because it is amazing. It literally is like, whoa. The greatest unknown country lies within us, without a doubt. That is the first journey that we take, is to self-heal. And we can do this. It takes courage, yes, and we're often afraid, but courage is not an absence of fear. Courage is the willingness to look that fear in the eye and to do the work anyway. So then we begin to heal more and more and more, and all those little fragments are brought back into wholeness. We begin to feel stronger, we begin to feel wiser, we begin to feel more compassionate. We wake up more and more, and we see clearly more and more what's really going on here. And we are living in a world that is now overtly controlling. And history, such as it is, will tell us that overt control don't last long. Because the minute people catch it and see it, its days are numbered, you know. Its days are numbered. You look at what's happening in China, for example. You might think that the whole Chinese population has been pacified. Well, it hasn't, I can tell you that now. Russia is the same. The Orthodox Church has such a stronghold there, and women are treated like absolute shit in Russia, there's no doubt about it. But overt control is a very tenuous thing, very tenuous indeed, and that is the kind of world we are living in now. So don't worry about all those NPCs going along with the script. It's what's happening in each and every one of us that matters. It's to take your power back, to take our power back. We do that through healing. We do that through doing the work of love. Because we are powerful beings, and we can unleash the power within us without a doubt. But first we need to heal, we need to become whole again, yeah? When we really start to operate from love and compassion for ourselves, we will also be able to extend that to the world around us. And it will have a very positive effect, because it's good, fertile soil. We will be very, very clear on what is what. And being warriors of the light, you know, our swords are truth, love, compassion, great discernment, calling it all out. You know, that's why we're here, to do that. We are here to do something, I know that. We are, as yet, unaware of how powerful we are and what to do with that. But something is burgeoning here, I can feel it. You know? Life chucks us some real lemons. Well, genetically modified ones. And it gets dark and difficult. You know. But these things happen. Yeah, they happen because they're designed to make our lives a misery, but we can utilize that stuff. We can awaken, and we can take it and say, what can I do with this that will help me, heal me, grow me, transform me, and make me more powerful, you know? So we're not powerless at all. That's just a lie that we've bought into. We're actually quite powerful already. We can utilize everything that we experience, and through gnosis we can catalyze that, transform that within us, and our power becomes more and more obvious to us. The power of love, you know. The reason that control, manipulation and evil is now so out there is to me a sign that it's crumbling. It's no longer in control the way it used to be, because it's really slamming the fist down. It's getting agitated, you know. And we have a choice in how to respond, not react, but respond to that, and what we do with that. We can choose to empower ourselves, utilize it, gain valuable insights, heal, mulch, transform, become whole. Or we can, you know, get really angry, bang our heads against the wall, feel it's all futile, and in the end, we all feel that at times, because it is dire. We all feel that, and that's okay, that's fine. Accept that, acknowledge that. Once you are through that, you get back to your core again, over and over again. You get back to your power and your awareness of, hey, I have a choice, I have power, I do have free will. Free will, what a gift, you know what I mean? We're not mindless automatons here, you know. We already are powerful. So let's take that power. Let's take up the reins. Let's utilize, you know. The cracks are showing everywhere, people. The cracks are really showing. Just pay attention, look around, see what's going on. We are here to do something, and that is why we are here. And so it's important that we do the inner work, you know. Evil's days are numbered. You know, the beast has not been slain just yet, no, obviously, but now is not a time to give up, I know that much. It all starts with self-love, self-acceptance, self-compassion. That is gnosis as well. It is important, people, because if we continue to reject ourselves, to punish ourselves, we're just doing the dark side work for it. We really are. We're being good little slaves, you know, and that's not what we're about. I get comments from people who feel totally hopeless and who've just had enough, and I empathise a great deal because I know exactly how that feels. You know, the chips have been down for a very, very long time, and it's grating, you know. And yet, here you all are, here I am, mustering our courage day by day and making small but meaningless steps in the direction of liberation. None of that would be possible if evil was that powerful. We wouldn't even be awake at all, you know, we wouldn't get it at all. We'd be comatose, automatons, sorry, it's a bit early, you know, and we'd all be shuffling around with moral lobotomies, you know, we wouldn't have a clue. But here we are, and we're with it, you know, every day a little bit more. So I'm really proud of all of us. I think we've done a fantastic job, all of you. Amazing, wonderful people, you know. You've done such a wonderful job. I've done such a wonderful job. And just for today, let's just be with that. Let's be proud of ourselves. You know, let's receive ourselves completely and understand that, yeah, we're not perfect because we're not the Borg. We've been through a hell of a lot, people, we have. And the shells continue to fall off our eyes. And we begin to see more and deeper and realize, wow, I've been through so much, but I've learned so much. That is a great indicator of how incredible we are, you know? We are incredible beings. And we ain't seen nothing yet. So we keep walking this path, you know. Imagination is a fantastic faculty as well. And if you can imagine something, you can surely bring it into life, into existence, because we are magicians. Something has just recently, Saturday, happened in my life that has shown me that miracles really do happen. Because something that didn't seem possible actually happened, and it was incredible to behold. We have this self-doubt and this second-guessing business going on, haven't we? That's what school does to children. Children go into school full of imagination and they believe in miracles and they believe in magic, they do. And it's bludgeoned out of them because imagination, intuition, psychic powers, etc. pose a direct threat to the forces of darkness, you see. So we need to get all that shit back up and functioning here. Many of us are empaths, many of us are psychic, many of us have abilities, you know, we have. So start working on that, using that, because these are all muscles that have atrophied, you see, so we need to start using that again. We have it, let's use it. The more we use it, the stronger it will get. We are here for a reason. We are here to do something big, something incredible. We're not here to just endure and then die and then go there and come back again. No, that's bullshit. We are not here to be passive. We are here because we are game changers, you know. That is what we are. And in that process we will discover, well, I should say rediscover our true self, who and what we really are and what we are capable of. Not these stunted meatbags that are riddled with pathogens and viruses, if they even exist. This actually is an interesting topic because you see, if you believe viruses exist, you will manifest them in some way or another, you know. If you believe in disease, it will manifest. We are creator beings. We have a pineal gland, which is like the projector in the cinema. Be careful what you accept as true. Let's not forget, we're lied to about absolutely everything, and it's all bullshit. But hey, it's drone into us in the school. You know, in a prison, it's drone into you from a very young age that this is how life works. And so we accept that, oh, this is how life works. And so we manifest that. It becomes real. And it isn't even true, you know? It's all bullshit. You see, so we are very, very powerful. And we have great capacity for bringing about a desired environment, a world that is good for nature, for animals and for souled people, a world that is magical, radiant, beautiful, just beyond words. So yes, imagination, psychic powers, intuition, whatever you've got, tap into it and use it, practice, use those muscles, you know. I suppose that's it really for today. I just felt like saying that, and yeah. Again, welcome to any new subscribers, and you got something to say, you've got a comment, please leave it below. And you know, I love reading your comments. I've had some really good comments from people, which shows me that you know, you're all fantastic. You know, you're so deep and you think critically and you're doing the work, and I'm so proud of us all. I'm so proud of us all. Bless you all.